I just went from 0 to 50,000 followers on Instagram using this systems thinking framework. And the thing is, I was scared of posting on Instagram for 4 years straight. I was socially conscious, yet this framework got me my first 50,000 followers and also got me the leanest I've ever been. It's not about the followers. This will apply to every single area of your life. Now, this information is crazy, bruh. It's gatekept as fuck. Normally, you would have to pay $14,000 to learn this. I'm not even capping, to manufacture some sort of scarcity here. Otherwise, you could go fucking scour first principles books and try figure this shit out yourself. So if your attention span is fucking cooked and you can't even sit through this video that's worth at least $14,000, then God help you, buddy. Step 1 is going to be just writing down your goal, whatever it may be. So for you, that could be getting a six-pack, getting a girlfriend, start studying, get an A in your grades. Don't stick a time frame on it or anything. Don't stick any requirements. Get good grades by studying 10 hours a week or some shit like that. Just write the goal down on a piece of paper. And then next, we're gonna do the bare minimum 6. No one bothers to ask themselves these 6 questions when it comes to goal setting, but these will give you clarity and will actually make building a system that gets you to your goals possible. So the first is going to be what? What is your goal exactly? And there's a very simple way to break it down. So there's a simple formula as domain plus friction point plus system to the power of time equals goal. Domain is whatever you're focused on right now. So this could be fitness, could be trying to get a six-pack. In that case, the friction points are binge eating, shit sleep, getting your workouts in, maybe drinking, smoking, whatever you like to do. These are your friction points. The systems is your workout plan, your meal plans, your habits after eating, your cardio plans, your sleep hygiene, those kind of habits. And in time, it compounds the system. And once you add all this shit up, you get your dream outcome, the six-pack. Break this down for yourself, and then whatever you do, you stick with it. You don't fucking jump ship when the going gets tough. After we've identified the goal, we're gonna move on to the when. This is the time frame. Now, there's a saying. It's called the optimists always die first. And this comes from concentration camps in World War II. Viktor Frankl observed that the people who were in the concentration camps who thought that rescue was a day away, a week away, would always die off first, because they would get disappointed when the help doesn't come. So in order to be a survivor, in order to actually see your goal through, you have to kill that version of you that expects results fast. And an easy way to do that is whatever time frame you think will take you to your goals, multiply that by 2, multiply that by 3. Just let go of whatever time frame you have in your head and keep hustling and chipping away at your goal without expecting anything in return for a fat chunk of time. What? When? Now on why. And this is where it gets ugly. This is how you figure out what's driving you, what's your motivations behind why you want what you want. And it's not pretty, because you're gonna ask yourself the question, why? Why do you want a six-pack? And then you keep going down until you find the real reason why it gets six-pack. So for me, why do I want a six-pack? So I can attract women. Why do I want to attract women? Because growing up, I went to an all-boys high school and didn't get any attention from women. And then you can keep going. And it's not meant to be pretty. You'll find out your real reason and you'll probably be ashamed to say it out loud. But that's the whole point of this exercise. Next is the how. We're gonna reverse engineer your goals. Let's say you're trying to save $2,400 in 1 year. You have 65 days off and you have 300 active days. 2,400 divided by 300 is $8 per day. But that's not pessimistic enough. We're gonna factor in the 80% rule. So 8 divided by 0.8 is $10 per day. So you have to save $10 per day on your active day in order to save 2,400 in 1 year. That's just an example. You can take this and apply it to other aspects of your life as well. So that's the how. You reverse engineer your goals in order to achieve them. That's how you build a system. Next is the where. You have to design your environment for success. Your behavior is a byproduct of your environment. If you have Cheetos, Doritos, all this skoy slop in your house, what the fuck is gonna happen when you get hungry and you don't have any food left? Obviously, you're gonna turn to the slop and eat it. But instead, you stock your fridge with fruits, with whole foods, with meat, yogurt. The worst case when you binge eat is just yogurt, cheese, fruit. And that's not so bad at all. So environment dictates your behavior dictates your outcomes. So I want you to grab a pen and paper and make a list of everything in your environment. I don't give a fuck what it is, the lighting in there, your pillowcase, your air conditioner, your fan, the foods in your cupboard. I don't give a fuck what it is. Write down everything that's related to your goals And then we're gonna fucking go through every single one of those and determine if it's a net positive or net negative in your life. For the net negatives, you're gonna remove it out of your life, throw that shit out. And for the net positives, you're gonna keep it in your life or buy more of it. And last but not least, this shit falls apart without the who. The who is the most important part. This is the one loop that actually determines whether you take action or not. First of all, you have to understand that you are responsible for everything in your life. Grow a pair of balls and take radical responsibility. If you're a fat fuck, it's your own fault. You've been eating like shit. You deserve your current situation 100%. But how do we become the person who achieves their goals, who deserves more out of life? You have to understand your beliefs, whatever you believe right now is just a bunch of accumulated experiences, whether it's real or imagined. Your brain can't tell. For example, let's say you're a shit at basketball. You can't shoot any hoops for shit. So you tell yourself, because you can't make any 3-pointers, that you're shit at basketball. And that in return is going to make you less likely to play basketball because you don't like basketball because you were shit in it in the first place. So it's a loop that runs in every single aspect of your life. Whatever you tell yourself will become true. It will affect your behavior, and your behavior will affect your outcomes. This is the spine of the law of attraction, manifestation, all that shit. So you have to change your experience, and then you change your beliefs, and then that changes your behaviors, and that changes your reality. So another way to think about it is think about a scale. Now, whenever you have positive experiences, it's gonna tip it this way. Whenever you have negative experiences, it's gonna tip it this way. So let's just talk about an example of talking to women, for example. If you talk to a bunch of women and you get a bunch of numbers and they're receptive to you, you're gonna think talking to women is a pleasant experience. It's gonna tip this way. But if you get rejected all the time, it's gonna tip this way, and you're gonna hate talking to women, and you're gonna be scared of talking to women. So you can tip the scale with manufactured reps. You can literally just close your eyes and imagine a dream outcome happening. So you can physically just tip the scale just by yourself, and your brain cannot tell the difference. This is the difference that is taught in psycho-cybernetics. Your brain can't tell if it's real or not, so you might as well brainwash yourself into thinking that you're the man and you get whatever you want. So here's how the chain of beliefs works. It starts in the domain, so it can be going to the gym is hard, getting fit is hard, and then that goes into identity. I'm bad at lifting, I'm bad at sticking to a diet. Then that goes into your behavior. I avoid diets. I avoid the gym. Then that affects your reality. And that's how you end up a fat fuck. The easiest way to break this chain is at the identity level. So that's manually implanting thoughts. Whenever you tell yourself you're bad at something, you can literally catch yourself doing that and just flip it around. You can tell yourself you're good at whatever the fuck you want. Positive self-talk sounds gay as fuck, but this is the key to attracting your dream life and getting what you want out of life and achieving your goals. Deadass. So you can brainwash yourself by just imagining shit. You can stack small wins. That's why you always start small. You always start small with small wins. Instead of hitting a full-ass workout at the gym, just do a few push-ups. Start rewiring your beliefs towards working out before trying to hit a massive workout. Start eating clean. Just cut out slop one by one at a time. Don't fucking just try and flip a switch and switch to a clean eater overnight. Just to recap, this is literally how Sam Ovens teaches goal setting. It's used by your favorite online gurus. And normally you would have to pay $14,000 for this information. First, you start with what? What the fuck is your goal? Then when? The time frame you have in your head, times that by 3, or just remove the time frame entirely. Then it's a why. Why do you want what you want? And the reason will be ugly. Then it's a how. You reverse engineer your goals. Then where? You design your environment to get you to your goals a lot easier. And then last but not least, who is the person that you need to become? You need to identify your patterns, your own limiting beliefs, and fix that. If you have any questions, DM me. Do not hesitate at all. I always respond.